So this sequence is a series of hand gestures or mudras to help you regulate your energy. We'll start with the most grounding gesture, or Adhi Mudra, and we'll build from there, and then also we'll take it back down and finish in the Adhi Mudra again. So sitting comfortably and sitting tall, relaxed in the shoulders. This could be done seated on the floor or in a chair, really anywhere. And let's take our hands into a fist with the thumbs on the inside and the fingers on the outside, and then draw the hands down and let them rest on the legs or the lap. And you might close your eyes here, you might choose to keep them open. And you don't need to breathe a certain way, but you might notice how the gesture, the mudra itself, helps regulate the breath. In this case, it might really slow it down a bit. And you might also feel the breath in the lowest part of the body. This gesture, Adhi Mudra, is the gesture of primordial stillness. And it's a gesture to help us connect with earth energy, to feel settled and grounded. And we'll stay here for several more breaths, just tuning in to the quality of the earth. And then we'll slowly increase energy by simply releasing the thumbs and inviting them to point toward each other. The hands can continue to rest down on the legs or the lap, and the thumbs point in toward each other in this gesture, which slightly increases energy. And you might notice that. Perhaps a slight increase in the rhythm and rate of your breath, and perhaps also the breath is experienced just a little bit higher in the body, perhaps in the pelvis, the hips, the low belly. Adho Merudanda Mudra. Staying with it for a few more breaths. And then dialing it up again, now pointing the thumbs straight up. And the hands still resting on the legs or the lap. And this is known as Merudanda Mudra, or the gesture of the spine. Again, a gradual increase in energy, perhaps now feeling the breath throughout the whole spine, throughout the whole torso. Inviting yourself to awaken to the quality of the gesture without trying to adjust the breath on its own. And then finally, increasing energy one more time by turning the thumbs out now, and the palms are facing up, but the fingers are still together like they've been. Urdhva Merudanda Mudra, gesture of the upper spine. And so perhaps now feeling the breath in the upper spine, in the chest, an increase in energy. And in the same way that we dialed energy up, we're going to dial it back down. So moving from where we are now in Urdhva Merudanda Mudra to Merudanda Mudra, so the thumbs straight back up again, hands resting on the legs, experiencing that for a few breaths. And then pointing the thumbs in toward each other again, palms down, experiencing that for a few breaths, perhaps noticing your breath slow down with each gradual decrease, with each movement that we dial down with the hands. And then finally drawing the thumbs back inside, creating that fist again, returning to the most grounding of gestures, Adhi Mudra. And inviting yourself to rest here in this still place for several breaths. And these gestures can be done in the way in which we practice them today, where we can regulate our energy up and down, or we can work with any of them individually and practice them on our own based upon the intended effect we're seeking.